Welcome to another video. Welcome to this channel. Welcome to new subscribers and viewers. I'd like to talk about knowing people by the Spirit, even as I do my current activity. I'm making pepper soup today, and this is a boiled assortment of meats I bought from an African food store. For those of you who are not African on this channel, this is what it is. It's a mixture of soup which uh, could contain tripe beef, um, a meat that they call, I believe, pomo in Nigeria. But we also have something similar in Uganda. It's basically cow's skin. It may even also contain snails. Now, we don't eat snails in East Africa. However, I have a story to tell, and that story is I got so excited once in the African store years ago seeing this mixture of meat, and I thought this assortment of meats looks very good and interesting. Let me try it. Now, I boiled it slightly different from what I would be boiling it today. And honestly, there was a darkish piece of meat in there, which, well, I ate and it tasted good. After eating the entire thing, I sat down and I thought back and I thought, but what exactly was that meat in there? So the best thing I thought was to ask the African shop what that actually contained, and they did tell me there was snail in there. Ha! Oh, Lord. I swore never to eat snail, but I believe I ate it accidentally. So that's the story. And I just thought I'd put that in there. Now, knowing people by the Spirit, I'm referring back to the increase um, in these scams that are ongoing, whether be it a romance scam or a visa scam or whatever scam or lie or deceit that people sometimes encounter and go through from other people in their lives. People have said, I've known this person from years ago. We went to school together. Years ago, we went to our parents to church together, or we go to church together, or we work together. We are best friends. We know each other inside out. Years later, maybe 10, 20 years later, you both meet up again in the same country and you're within each other's vicinity. Maybe you're keeping in contact, and there may be a business proposal, there may be an attraction or a romance interest, or like I said, something like a connection to somebody for something such a visa. I've heard within some of the stories um, that people say, I was introduced to a fellow such and such tribe. We are from the same tribe. I'm not going to mention any tribes here now or countries, but that we are from the same tribe, same region. Our parents knew each other, and I thought I could trust that person because we are from the same tribe. I just want to pause there and just let people think about what they actually just said. And we need to really delve deep and ask ourselves, what makes us think that people are the same uh, as they were 10, 20, 5 years, 30 years ago? These are sometimes such long spans of time. To think that people do not change, to think that people do not go through things and that life alters people's characters even, or that people's characters are as they are, but we may not have known them in the same light. Now, this is not about being judgmental, honestly, and if I'm being judgmental, then I stand to be corrected. I really do. This is just something that I have observed, and it is actually scriptural. If we are to get away from judgment, we are asked and we are told to know people by the Spirit. So, why then do we not know people by the Spirit or try to know people by the Spirit? Why then do we not give people time to, why don't we give ourselves time? Why don't we give ourselves opportunities to actually observe people, to actually get to know people um, at a different level, to ask questions of people and get to know more about themselves, so that we can, uh, as we interact with them, we can get to know them. We can get to know their spirit, so that as we meet people around them, as we meet their family, we can ask questions, we can interact, and you get a feel of people. You get a feel of who people are. If you're somebody who has a high level of discernment, I mean, if you're somebody who goes by the Spirit, if you're somebody who is a Christian and believes that truly speaking, we need to go, well, we need to go to the Lord about people. We need to take decisions to the Lord. We need to pass by decisions, um, and talk to God about certain people we are meeting. We meet people every single day, and we are all spirits. God is spirit. We are all spirits. So why do we not think about how important this really is? And I'm sure many of us have met people here and there, and we've trusted people with various things, with with decisions. We've trusted people with information about ourselves. We've talked about things that we are, may have been very personal. So we've all been there, and we're all learning every day. I'm not an exception. We're all learning all the time. I mean, gone are the days of our parents when people would come in and out of your home. I remember growing up in Africa. People would come in and out of the home, whether they're relatives, neighbors, friends, and sometimes with no alert whatsoever. And sometimes people would come from the village, and people would come and stay for days, days and days and days. What I'm trying to say with that particular point is that gone are the days when people can, we are, especially those of us who are abroad, we can't possibly bring the same kind of mannerisms and behaviors and sort of do things the same way here in UK or abroad, wherever you are. We have to be extremely discerning, even as to the people that we let around us and into our lives. We really have to pick this up much more, I think, in today's, uh, you know, today's life, today, the way things are going now. I think it has become even more paramount to be even more discerning. We really need to use our spiritual antenna more. Our spiritual antenna needs to rise a lot more. I mean, I've got a story which probably is for another video about how I let somebody around me. And that person I literally a lady I literally met in my locality. and how it escalated, how things escalated very quickly, taught me a lesson. I really learned lessons. And within that lesson, I wound up being so empowered that I had to actually really learn how to uh, warfare spiritually. Like, I had to learn for myself how to get close to God about and fight spiritually. Because this person was coming spiritually and they were coming physically as well. So there was double sword there for me to fight. Um, and yeah, that is really what I wanted to talk about. Here um, are my activities behind my video. I've prepared a the pepper soup, as Nigerians will refer to it. And I added in that potatoes, which were my first harvest. As you just saw me taking the remnants of uh, plantain, onions, potatoes to my garden, and eggshells, which I ordinarily and mainly use for manure in my garden. I don't use any kind of chemicals on my plants, in my gardening, and they do really well. Um, Now that's that. And whilst my soup was cooking, I have a new blender that I bought from Amazon. I needed to, in addition to what I have or in replacement, add a new one that could actually uh, power up and actually blend perhaps things like peanuts and other food items that I wanted to crush more, which my other blender um, wouldn't do. So here I am just putting it together. Simple and straightforward. There's no big deal about this. It was just one little thing that I missed. Otherwise, um, that was that. And I hope that it will do what it's meant to do. So if you're new here, thank you so much for watching my video. If you've watched up to now, I hope that you're getting something out of my video. If you haven't subscribed and you're finding value here, please do like, subscribe, and click on the notification button so that you do get alerts when I upload a video. Many of you are saying that you're not seeing, well, not many of you, but I'm not sure how many of you are seeing my videos when I do upload. Um, that may be because you haven't clicked the notification button. And here we are. Here is just some vegetables I have in my vegetable rack. And here we are, the pepper soup with a twist, adding tomatoes. No, it had tomatoes, potatoes, and plantain, just to give a little more bulk to the meal. And that was it. Sometimes you just have to have something light, and very often we do uh, have something light because we always don't feel like eating some really heavy meals. And this was good because it wasn't that cold. It was coldish. It's been raining a lot, and this just served just as well. Thank you so much. Please do support my channel. Until next time, bye bye.